This conference will now be recorded.
Well, welcome back to our Duct Quote training videos, and this group of videos is going to be called Advanced Tips or Additional Tips. And what we're going to be talking about today is going to be drawing transitions. Now, transitions are where we are going to go from a rectangular or square shape into a round shape of duct. So the way that we start this is we need a piece of equipment. Specifically, I'm going to use a machine. And if you recall, this is our layout from some of our first trainings. I'm going to go ahead and where we have this drop here, I'm going to put a machine here under it. And since we're in edit, we're going to slide this out of the way just a little bit so that you can see better as I create this connection, because what we will need is a connection. So we will come over, click Add Connection while we have that machine selected. And I'm going to use a flange adapter on this. But first, we have to tell it that instead of a round shape connection, it will be rectangular, which changes our choices here. We're going to use the flange with holes. We're going to make this fairly straightforward 12-inch by 10-inch size. And as you recall, we pretended this was a wood shop. So we're going to say that the velocity here is 4,500 feet per minute. And just like you saw previously, we're going to use the calculator to calculate the volume of air moving through that connection. We're going to click New Connection. And then just like we saw before, we're simply going to go to the surface of the machine where we want the connection, click, and there we have our connection. Now I'm going to turn this around a little so you can see better. As we bring this machine and its connection into the general vicinity of that end, you'll notice a yellow dot, meaning it can snap here and connect. So I'm going to let go and let it snap into place. And there you see we have our what we call a square to round transition. Now this will work on either an inlet or an outlet. It does not matter which, but you simply change thus when you have the add connection, you change the outlet or inlet shape to rectangular, provide its dimensions. Now, one word of caution. I have seen some people try to use this to create what they call hoods. Understand that the geometry of a hood and the geometry of a transition, the rules guiding those are a little bit different. So for instance, if I were to try and create maybe a 5-foot by 2-foot hood, that would actually be hugely tall, probably upwards of around 12 feet tall. So it really is not something that you can use to create hoods. Transitions, fine. Anyway, hope to see you soon. Our next is going to be coming a little bit later, so we'll see you then.